Okay, hold on, Father. Let me be led by the Holy Spirit and not my flesh. Yeshua Christ. In the name of Yeshua Christ, this message is to the church. Church, we need to wake up. We need love. We need the love. Church, I want you to close your eyes and imagine that you're thrown inside of a concentration camp. Just imagine it. For being a Christian, right? What would go through your head? You'd probably be like, what happened to the rapture? Lord, I thought I was holy. You'd probably be like, man, why did I argue with so many Christians instead of uniting with them? Why did I try to divide because one was a Baptist and one was a Pentecost and one was an apostolic and whatever? You'd probably be like, man, why didn't I read enough? I could barely remember 10 scriptures. Why didn't I cherish the Bible when I had it in my hands? You'd probably be like, why didn't I get out there and preach? Why? How did I get so distracted? And how did Satan and the Antichrist rise up and overcome me? Church, because you did not listen to the voice of God. Didn't he tell you in Revelation that the Antichrist would rise up and overcome the church? Didn't he warn us that we would be beheaded for his name? Wake up! What will you do when the mark of the beast, which is already here, is forced on all mankind? You could barely fast for 3 days. How will you starve to death to refuse the mark of the beast? We need to start exposing wolves in sheep's clothing and ripping the doctrines of devils out of the church. If there's nobody there to interpret, stop speaking in tongues. Stop writing your name on the tithes and offerings envelope. It's only supposed to be between you and God. Stop worrying about being a member. Start worrying about being a citizen of the kingdom of heaven. Stop forming a line to the pastor while he's boasting, throwing heads around like a mosh pit. I felt the Holy Ghost, pastor, and I didn't need to catch whiplash to feel him. And for the church that feels the way we feel, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might, and keep the whole armor of God. Because right now you're holding up the rest of the church who is walking around sleeping. Continue to pray, continue to love, continue to fast, continue to stay strong. You don't think I would rather sing and hold hands with y'all? But we don't have time. We don't have time. Paul the Apostle called the Galatians foolish. John the Baptist would have called you a generation of vipers. But yet, faithful are the wounds of a friend, but kisses of deceit are of the enemy. I'd rather tell you what you don't want to hear than lie to you and act like you're heading in the right direction. What are you doing for the gospel of Christ? Are you loving one another? Are you preaching the gospel? Are you praying? Are you fasting? Or are you on vacation, chilling, acting like everything is cool? Church, Christians will get it the worst because we knew about Christ. And woe unto that person when they come to Christ thinking they all holy, and he's gonna say, I never knew you. You lacked love. You drove by the sinners every day and got up with the same old Christians and danced around to a couple drums every week. Congratulations. Christians getting together. You might as well go play golf. Get out there and preach the gospel. Cause time is running out. Half of y'all are letting the TV become your pastor with these fake Christian channels. What do you do when they advertise wheelchairs on the Christian channel where we're supposed to be getting people out of wheelchairs? They study psychology more than the Bible. Go to the phone, go to the phone, give us your money, go to the phone, go to the phone, and you go to the phone. Instead of helping out the widows, instead of helping out these other countries. Church, we need to wake up and love one another. And you probably like, wow, Works is coming at us so mean. Why is he judging and condemning us? Let me tell you something. What do you think the gift of discernment is? I wasn't raised in the church. I even tried to open up a building myself, and I said, no way. I'm not waiting for sinners to come to me. I'm going to them, hitting the block. We ain't got time to wait around for sinners to come to us, church. Go get them and tell them how much the Lord loves them. Tell him he died and resurrected. After all, the church ain't the building. We are the church. Get together at the park. Get together in your houses. Cause at least then, it won't be just one man boasting. And if you have a question, everybody stares at you like, why are you interrupting the man of God? We all are supposed to learn and teach one another, led by the Holy Spirit. To prophesy, speak in tongues, to influence each other. Right now, by the power of Yeshua Christ, he comes against the spirit of religion and removes it off of you right now. If you would just accept. Church, I want you to imagine you're in a third world country. Can you see the children with their ribs showing? They can't remember the time they had a real meal. I want you to imagine one of them little children living in your house. It doesn't matter if it's an apartment or a house. Just picture him in your house. Can you see him looking through the refrigerator and the freezer? He's seen more food in your fridge in one day than he's seen in his life. Running water in your kitchen, electricity. Should I go on, church? Let me ask you a question. Would he consider you rich? I mean, you don't. You always asking Christ for more money. Christ said the chances of the rich getting into heaven is like a camel through the eye of a needle hole. That meant back then, the men who traveled on camels, in order to fit the camel through the hole in the wall, they had to strip off everything. Are you willing to give up your luxurious life for the gospel? Or are you wicked and always in want? Lord, help us. The Honda we have is not good enough. The pastor needs a BMW. Lord, help us. We want to get together and have a brunch and save our money and go to Six Flags as a Christian church. Wake up! People are dying every day, getting martyred for Christ in other countries. And you just chilling right now. But guess what? The Antichrist is about to rise up. Hate crimes are now being passed, where if you preach to somebody and they're offended, they can have you arrested. Read Amos chapter 8, verse 11. So while you're waiting for the rapture, remember one thing. Christ, Yeshua himself stated there were only 5 virgins taken. The other 5 were left. There was 2 in the field. 1 was taken and the other was left. 10 lepers were healed. Only 1 came back to thank the Almighty. That means 10% of the world is grateful. And I need you to pray for me too, because I'm only a man. Pray for all. Pray for all the people. Church, wake up before it is too late.
I want to tell you, it's a broken heart. It's a heart that's deeply, deeply grieved. He says it. He said, what more could I have done for that nation than I have done? And see how they've responded.